All right. Hello, Patreon supporters. Emily from Get Offset here. You know me, you're here for a reason. So, I'm soldering in my garage. My neighbors are out and about, so you might hear them a little bit, but it's cool. They're probably going to wonder why I'm talking to myself. But I'm going to put these new Fender Noiseless pickups in this guitar that is a gift to our singer of Sunday Crush, Jenna. So one interesting thing about these, they have 3 leads. The black and the green are always the ground, and the color of the hot varies. So these 2 grounds are going to ground right to this volume pot, and the hot lead is going to just be one soldering point here. So this is actually an aggressively simple guitar to put new pickups in. One other weird thing is it comes with these special screws. So I'm going to be changing out these mounting screws because these are extremely thick boys, you know. Good for them. Good for them. Let's see. I have 2 first. We'll be slacking the strings. One of the many reasons I tend to do this just speedy in post. Because nobody wants me to watch me just slacken a bunch of strings. But before we get started, let me do just a quick, so you can see the difference in the thickness of these. It is a big difference. So these are the old ones from my other Cyclone. Oh, all right, that's enough. So I am going to do the thing where I'm just gonna friggin' leave them on because it's just such a pain, and they're new strings. I don't want to do more work than I have to do. So I'm going to have to. Ooh, another reason I don't like. I feel weird doing this kind of thing live. Not live, but in real time. So, oh my goodness. I'm also just going to go ahead and remove these screws. He's going to come out yet? Oh yeah. Easy, easy. Zoom. If anybody wants the old pickups, let me know. I'll do them for like $20. If you have a sweet little bill that you just don't want to really invest in. These are fine pickups. They really are. Listening back to the demos, I'm like, oh, those really weren't bad. It's just, what I ended up getting for my build were better. Oh, crud. I just dropped that in there. All right. Lots of screws. I keep them in a little container. Then each project kind of gets its own screw area. Because you just have to take out all of the screws. All right, we're already 4 minutes in. Oh my goodness. I gotta remember this is not my guitar, so if something breaks, if I ding it, I'm gonna feel sad because it's not my guitar. And I don't want to make someone else's guitar, I don't want to prematurely relic it. So I actually made it a lot easier to slide off that pick guard. Get the springs. Put those with the new pickups. All right. So I could do this in a couple ways. I could either actually spend the time and desolder, but you can see how, so let's just follow the red one. The red is the neck, the blue is the middle, and the white is the bridge. So looking at this, the white is going to be the neck. That's blue. The blue is going to be the middle, and the red is going to be the bridge. So I don't really need to keep that. And then it goes from, they all connect to each other there. We have a ground going from the middle. Oh my God. So I mentioned in my Gun Street video that there was a second ground point that I did not do from the volume to a little screw. And mine, the screw is way over here, and now it's over there. That's really interesting. And then it goes to the bridge there. So I'm not actually going to need to desolder. I think I'm just going to clip all of these. And I think that should be fine. So making sure I'm clipping from the right place. All right. There we go. So I can free all the pickups from there. And then all three of them ground to the volume pot. I just want to make sure I don't get the other green wires tangled up in there. So there's one. Oh, see, exactly what I meant to not do. I'm going to need to resolder that. All right. Emily. All right. So I'm just going to snip these. I'm going to have to resolder the bridge. Because I have nobody to blame but myself. The middle pickup ground is actually right there, not where I thought it was. So, fart. See, I'm keeping it PG. Oh my goodness. That's one. I'm so mad at myself for that. Two. And that middle, that's actually grounded to right there, not even exactly on the switch. So I guess I'll ground them both there. Might as well. So dang, that blows. So I think I'm going to resolder my ground before I do anything else, because I'm really mad at myself about that. Okay. A soldering iron, nice and hot. Kind of get that into place. It's just really kind of nerve-wracking to solder when you know anybody is watching. Like I've already done something embarrassing. Just because I think they were a little bit different. So soldering a little bit of heat for a short amount of time, a lot of heat for a short amount of time is better than a little heat for a long amount of time. So we're going to just let the solder flow over the point. Come on. I think that's set. No, it did not. Damn. All right. Fart. Okay. All right. The good news is if I do muck up this wiring or like fry a pot, I have a backup for mine, so I don't have to be that worried. So great. My ground's back. I'm trying to decide if I think it will be easier to load them into the pick guard first. because I am kind of worried about that. And also you can't remove the tops. This is basically welded down or attached. And then you need to use the special screws that they have. So I feel like starting with the soldering might make a little bit more sense just because everything's a little bit different. So white is the hot. So we're going to take off that little plastic piece over here. Actually, it goes like that. Doesn't it? Okay. I'm actually going to stop the video for just a second. All right. Sorry about that. So before, the white was the bridge. Now the white is the neck, which is confusing. But it went to, it's going to go to this solder point right here. The new neck. And in fact, they're all going to go to this approximate solder point. So let's get this soldered. I don't think you have to worry about switches in terms of heat and prolonged heat, but I don't want to fry the green because that I don't want to fry the rubber, the plastic shielding, because that smells nasty and is kind of not really what I want to do. So I'm gonna be careful. Try to exercise some steady hands. Warm those parts. And just let the solder flow over it. And that did not. Was not enough solder. Okay. That's nice. Cool. Oh, see, I'm going to keep hitting the boom because it's a little overhead. All right. This is the middle. Oh, hey, look, that did come right off. How about it? So that's what these look like underneath. Ah. That's how they buck that home. It's genuinely a little surprising to me that this blue and black and green are going to be the ground. So it is a little surprising to me that what was I saying? Good Lord. Oh yeah, that my wiring here it really does seem to be quite a bit different than wiring up my other Cyclone. You saw the screw was in a different place. The middle switch grounding seemed to be in a different place. Ooh. Cool. And then these were both grounded to here, and I'm kind of wondering if that's the best route to take. But that's how it was done before, so I'm just going to do it. These are both ground. I'm just going to kind of twist them together as best as I can. Get them into a position there. Oh, see, I was going to say that was too easy. Oh, ho, 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 ho. All right. I'm going to have to grab some pliers in a second if I can't do it with my fingers. I don't really like the way that this solder looks particularly, but if it breaks on her, I'll fix it. Sweet gravy. It's the worst part of soldering. I'm not entirely sure that is gonna hold. It's not. All right. Let's get a little bit more over here. Oh, there we go. It's better. Nice. Okay. Nice. Well done. I just complimented myself. You have to compliment yourself sometimes, you know? There's nothing wrong with it. So you gotta say, Emily, you did a pretty okay job. But also don't get too full of yourself, lady. You have more points to solder. And you gotta get these things on the pick guard. Which is the biggest pain in the butt. Alright, so. Alright. There we go. So this is gonna go over here to this point. Oops. I think the hardest part about wiring up pickups and stuff, and this is one of the things that I love when Sean at Gun Street helps me, is that the colors are just not consistent, and that's fine. All right, cool. So this switch is done. It is going to I'm going to have some untangling to do, I think. So it's going to be placed in like so. Yeah. So that's the bridge. Yada, yada, yada. I might regret this, but I kind of feel like just going ahead and screwing that in. Just to have like one less thing kind of rattling around. Don't have to get it super tight, but I just want it to be secure. Oops, goddamn. Oh, not appropriate language, Emily. There. All right. So now I have 2 grounds to solder in, but I kind of feel like I want to go ahead and put the pick guard on. I feel like just less stuff kind of moving around, but I'm also going to need to get a little bit more lead on this. There we go. Yeah, so that'll work for the neck. The middle's already grounded to the grounded in place. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, these magnets are just gonna really make my life miserable if I don't sort them out. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and solder things down. All right, that might have been the better way to do that. Everything's gonna get soldered to this volume pot. Get everything else kind of out of the way. Get a little bit of heat right there. Ooh. felt pretty secure, which, you know, kind of surprised me. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. And cool. And I'm going to too much. I'm asking too much. Yeah. I feel like I'm actually at real risk of frying this pot, to be honest. I'm just, it's like my least favorite part of soldering is grounding to the pot. It is the most nerve-wracking. And I feel like solder, like, it doesn't always stick to the pot the way you want it to. So yeah, see? That happened again. I'm just really concerned about this. Oh, fart. Okay. Sweet Jesus. Okay, let's see if I can. We won't know until I try. So let's get some solder on the pot. Actually, just stick to the damn pot. Okay. That clump's there. Clump's already there. Oh, fart. I really think that I've broken this one. But at least it's sticking now. You live, you learn. To quote Alanis. That was also just the worst part, to drop that solder looking at this now. Sweet freaking gravy. My God. There's now a lot happening. It seems to be holding. Okay. Ugh. Getting everything in there. Oh my God, Emily, why did you do that? Like that. I wasn't thinking about that, I guess. How it would fit afterwards. Okay. All right. Well, I think we. Oh, I hit that again. Oh. And this is why this video is only available to patrons. All right. That's one. Wow, I'm actually really scared about how this will turn out. But not more scared than I was when I did the Super Series switcher. I almost feel part of this is like I can't listen to music right now because I'm filming it. And I normally listen to music or do something kind of relaxing when I'm soldering. And this time I'm just like in complete silence. It's a little freaky. Oof, these just seem short. Wow. Caramba. Okay. What would be funny is if I had to actually take the strings off. And I think that I might have to actually take the strings off. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well that fits like that. say my least favorite part of that was stupid. Okay. I don't know why I did that like that. Okay. Every time I just realize that I just don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oof. Okay. This is the neck. It goes like that. We drill line up the holes. And then we turn it around. And then we tighten the pickups. And that's 1 and 2 to go. As I'm doing this, my garage door is open. I'm watching my neighbors get some very large packages from Amazon. Good for them. Hope it is wedding gifts. They just got married in the time of COVID. They didn't have the wedding that they had planned, but damn it, they got married. At the top of a mountain. As they got married, the fog cleared and you could see Rainier in the background. And I'm like, wow. Maybe that's not what you had hoped for, but damn, you got like some of the best wedding pictures I have ever seen in my life. And it couldn't have turned out more beautifully for more wonderful people. You know what? I didn't even put springs in that last one, but I'm not sure these need springs. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Okay. Don't break the pickguard. Jesus Christ. I hate these. This is like, this sucks. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, turn you over. You know, it would just like actually make me cry right now is if I did all this backwards and I needed to do it again. I would cry on camera. And then I would have to put it on the $25 Patreon tier. Watch Emily cry on camera for $25 a month. I will film my emotional pain points for you. I've been exploited my whole life, as Elwood Blues once said. So that is in. Get some, maybe some tape right there or something. Get down a little bit. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. There's so much wiring under there. This is the hard part. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Now, these pickups are so tall, but I think they will fit. I do not think I will need to do anything weird to the body cavity there. I just need to rearrange a little bit. Shoot. Alright. Oh my god. There's just so much happening down here. So white. Okay. Let's see what I got happen. So, neck pickup needs to, that's why we tape it to the pick guard, isn't it? Why didn't I just do this a moment ago? All of that is actually going over there. I'm gonna tape you down, and then you are just going right over next door, so I'm a little bit less worried about you. I'm a little worried about this tape staying down. It doesn't need to stay down forever, just for like 2 friggin' minutes, please. Would you please? Could you please? And it says now, forget you, lady. Oh God. Okay. Honestly, y'all, taking the strings off might still have to friggin' happen. I really hate this part so much. Alright. You're not sticking, so I'm gonna get some different tape, some fresher tape perhaps. Am I even recording? Yeah. Okay. So you're going to go there. Oh my God. Okay. Please just judge me lightly. I am doing my best. Sometimes things go wrong and we just are trying to, you know, do a nice thing for a friend. Someone I care about for their birthday. Because you think that that person would be very happy with this in their lives. Yeah, I know. I know you don't want to stay put, and I know why. I'm just imploring you. Be cool. Please. Please just be cool. I think I'm gonna break this string. Honestly. Wouldn't that be something if I broke the string and then had to friggin' just redo everything anyway? Okay. You know what? You're basically... Oh. I'm dumb. I should have done that in the first place. I know. I'm just trying to save myself just a smidge of work. Now we have a better look, better kind of angle on stuff, and I can and this is a problem, not necessarily the problem. I know it seems so glamorous, but really it is, you know, not very glamorous. There's a lot happening under here. I am vaguely concerned, but I was gonna put a couple screws on. And I'm gonna go test this out. Oh, I'm really getting tired of bumping my head on this. It's bulging a little. You know, that's not really what I wanted to see, but that's what it's doing. The pickups, again, are really, really tall, which is kind of a problem, to be honest. Well, I want to see maybe the strings are salvageable. I'll be back in a minute. Cool. So I just plugged it into the Strymon Iridium, and everything works. Like, it just it sounds really good, and it definitely sounded less buzzy. Obviously, the strings aren't on it, so I just did the whole thing where I tapped the pull pieces gently with a screwdriver. So yeah, they work. So now I can put finish putting the pick guard on, put the strings on, and film the rest of the video that I have to assume you already watched. And I can adjust the pickup height and stuff later. They're very much bulging out a little bit, but that I think is the weirdest thing, like, because they kind of were flat at the top, but honestly a lot easier to install than I'd expected, as far as getting the screws going and everything. But there we go. I doubt y'all want to watch me restring this guitar, so I'm going to call it. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being a Patreon supporter.